Florida sunshine. It's such a nice day today. I thought it was gonna rain again. It's been raining like crazy and I haven't really been able to ride this thing that much. Yeah, I've definitely been having a ton of fun. I've rode it in the rain a couple of times now because I've had to, and it fucking sucks. I hate the rain. When I bought it, I actually drove it home, and actually I had to do a bunch of errands that day as well, and had to drive around all day in the freaking rain. It sucked. I hated it. I was soaking wet. Like literally, it looked like I jumped into the bay. Good stuff though. It's still fun, honestly. It's honestly probably the most fun to ride out of any bike I've ever owned. And I just traded this for an 04 CBR 1000 Repsol edition, limited edition, one of a kind. I put it up to not even 13,000 miles it had on it when I sold it. Well, yeah, I sold it. I didn't trade it to a dealership. I was going to, but then the guy was bullshitting me all over the place. But anywho, yeah, I sold that and bought a Grom. Oh well, it's really nice. I actually like the trade. Definitely speed sucks on this thing, but really the only big gripes I have with it is the clutch. The clutch stock, at least, the engagement point is literally almost all the way out. It's probably 7/8 of the way out, which is extremely annoying, and I have to get some wrenches to change that. And then also another super little gripe, but it's so stupid that I'm even mentioning this, is the throttle. The throttle has this little, like they have on Harleys and Cruisers sometimes, it has this little like space from, basically it has some slack in the wire where if it's all the way released and you know you're not on the throttle at all, and then to moving the throttle to the point where the throttle wire actually has tension, and then we'll start to open the throttle body. There's a little space there, and I do not like that. It's actually really annoying when you're especially downshifting, but also upshifting. It really messes me up, and I haven't had a bike like that in a while. So yeah, it really messes me up. And then the gearbox. The gearbox, 4-speed, it's a little bit flimsy. Honestly, it feels cheap, but you have to realize that it is a super cheap bike. So, I mean, you're buying like a freaking plastic toy little bike, even though it's actually pretty legit. I must say, actually, the build quality in this, for the most part, 90% of it is excellent, actually. For what you're purchasing, how much you're spending, I bought this $3,700 out the door. That's so cheap, and they wanted even more, but I talked them down a little bit, and I'm so glad I did. I was not planning on doing that, because it was already actually a pretty good price. They wanted $38.80, but yeah, I offered them $37, and they were like, yeah, come down and buy it right now. I was actually surprised he immediately accepted it. I should have offered him like $35 and see what he did with it. I wasn't expecting him to really accept that. I was expecting him to go up on the price a little bit. But yeah, I got it for a sweet deal, dude. It's awesome. But yeah, those are just little gripes. Everything else about the bike, yeah, I love it, honestly. The lights are sick. The headlights, super dope. Yeah. The blinkers, everyone says they're kind of big. I don't mind them, really. They're actually nice. I like them. And they work. Function-wise, they work amazingly. They are bulky, but I don't really mind. As long as they get the job done. Yeah, this clutch is super annoying though. Yeah, when you're downshifting sometimes, it will, if you try to downshift 2 gears, which in a normal bike, it won't do that. But sometimes it feels like really loose, and it's not a very tactile feeling. And I've heard that some people have trouble getting in neutral, but I actually haven't had that much trouble at all. There's a couple times that I have, like I said, downshifting, then it won't go into neutral, but especially from first into neutral. I've actually never had a problem with it. It's always gone in. Yeah, it's just that clutch is the biggest thing for me. I really do not like the clutch. But it's just the adjustment, I believe, so if not, I'll buy new ones. No biggie. They're super cheap. I think they're like 20 or 30 bucks for both brake and clutch levers on eBay or some shit. But yeah, just tiny little gripes. Everything else I freaking love about this. The speed.